Hello, you're very welcome to this, the cursed episode of My Generation Gap podcast, where you have me, Stuart Vincent Moore.
Oh, I've got a snort then. I got a proper laugh.
You got me, Stuart Vincent Moore, a 51-year-old member of Generation X, talking cursed films, art, media, telly, pop culture with my 19-year-old niece, Harriet Pilkington, a member of Generation Z.
Gen Z.
Gen Z. Gen Z. Rach, how you doing?
Yeah, all right. Why is this episode cursed?
Because this is probably, the sixth time we've tried to record?
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah. I think it's probably number 5 now. Definitely, at least.
Because we've recorded this several times and not got very far with it, and we kind of run. I know it's our own artificial deadline of getting a podcast out every 2 weeks, but we're right up against that. So to help me with the editing process, I might just drop in a few lines. So I'm just going to send you this text. Can you just read this out for me, please?
Of course I can. What are you typing out like?
Yeah, so if you read that out, then hang on, right? Okay, go.
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct. As always, I ain't reading the rest.
What?
As always, correct as always. No effing way.
It's too late now. You said it.
Oh, damn it. It's recorded as well. That's one of my favourite things you do in your gigs, when you make somebody read the letter and you go, I'm now looking at Stuart and he's the most handsomest, strongest ever, cleverest man I've ever seen in my life. That is one of my favourite bits. And you are 100% correct.
So this week in our cursed episode, we are here. Well, let me say this.
Yeah.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Yeah.
So that's good, isn't it?
That's good, isn't it?
I mean, that's something to do with this film, H. That's what I said in 1990, and I stopped to look around, and I've just stayed there. That's why I'm still doing the Do by Betty Boo, and I haven't listened to any new music since then.
We've got a Betty Boo. That's our dog. That's what Dad says all the time about Betty.
Betty Boo.
Betty Boo doing the Do, yeah.
So, yeah, life moves pretty fast, and that's because we're here this week to talk about Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yep.
A cheeky little film that has Matthew Broderick, Alan Ruck, Sara, Jeffrey Jones, the less said about him the better, Jennifer Grey, and Charlie Sheen.
Separate the art from the artist.
Separate the art from the artist. So, Matthew Broderick plays Ferris Bueller, Alan Ruck plays his bestest mate, Cameron Fry, Sara plays Ferris Bueller's girlfriend, who goes by the name of... I mean, this doesn't bode well for the test later, does it?
No, it doesn't, does it? No. What is Ferris Bueller's girlfriend's name? In fact, it was the top search, so Sloane Peterson.
Sloane Peterson.
Sloane. Is that like Departure Mode?
Departure Mode? Oh, they're great.
Yeah, love Departure Mode.
With that song, your own personal Jesus. So, yeah, let's summarise the film, H, because we start off, don't we, with Ferris Bueller waking up in the morning. He's very obviously feigning illness to get off school. He's, 17 years old?
Yeah, I'd
guessing
probably
final
say,
year
yeah.
of school. He feigns illness to get off school. His mum and dad are, running around him. Like his
yeah, like he's
child.
like on his deathbed, and like
Yeah,
his
yeah,
sisters like got to go to school, and he's like, oh, I'm so weak. And what does he say to her? He's like, oh, is that even you?
Yeah, I can't see that far.
Yeah.
And of course his sister knows that he's absolutely faking it, and she's dead
Yeah.
cross with him.
Was that you and Mum when you were younger?
Yeah, there were periods where we were, not envious of each other. We had very different personalities at school, me and your mum. So, dear listener, Harriet's mum is my sister.
Yeah.
And Harriet is my niece. So, me and Harriet's mum went to school together. Although she was 2 years younger than I was. And school, I was very well behaved, largely. And
Mum wasn't? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I was going to say, what's the right word? I did well at school, didn't I? I did well in tests and I did well in exams. I think that overshadowed Julie a little bit. when she
Yeah.
started going to school.
I think that's always the same though. Like older siblings always, every teacher expects the younger sibling to be exactly like the older sibling when they come to school in every single way possible. I think
Yeah.
everybody notices that all the way through schooling. When anybody's got a sibling, that always happens.
Whereas I think your mum,
Rode
while she was at
motorbikes.
school, she prioritised having a personality, friendships, and being popular.
Yeah.
And I was none of those things.
She's ringing me now. She's heard you.
Oh, no.
You right?
Yeah, I'm just going to say, don't forget your washings on the line.
I'm in the middle of the podcast.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Oh, I cut her off.
That's staying in.
No, it's not. You can't out me that Mum puts my washing on the line.
Well, I didn't infer that from that. I thought it was just her telling you that your washing had been left out on the line.
So now I've just admitted that Mum put...
You've just
in
outed
fact,
yourself there.
In fact, though, it's not my washing. It's my boyfriend's washing. So...
So you haven't even done that. Your mum's done that.
So I'm actually nothing to do with the situation. This is Harley's washing, who he put in the washing machine. Mum put it on the washing line, but then I'm now involved.
Right. You're involved now because you've had the call.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So Ferris Bueller is feigning illness to get off school for the day, isn't it? Because what he said is, or what he's going to do is treat his bestest mate, Cameron Fry, to a day out with Ferris and Ferris Bueller's girlfriend, Sloane Peterson.
Sloane Peterson.
And they're going to go spend the day together to cheer Cameron up because he's not having the bestest time at the moment.
Yeah.
So that's it in a nutshell, isn't it? What did you think of it, H?
So this is one of the only Gen X films we've watched that I'd actually watched previously.
Okay.
And I liked it. I liked it the first time I watched it. I have to admit, the second time I watched it, did I see anything I didn't see the first time? No. Would I watch it again? Probably not in the next 10 years now. I've watched it twice. I think it's one of those films that... It's good, though. I'm not mad that I watched it. I feel like we watch a lot of films where... I don't know. I feel like everybody has that thing where they watch a film and they think, ugh. Afterwards. This didn't make me feel that way about watching it. I'm glad I watched it, but I wouldn't watch it again. But obviously, like I said, I've watched it twice in the last 5 years, probably.
When I've watched this the first time many years ago, I thought it was all right, but I didn't love it like many people. I was going to say it's an important film. It's not an important film. I think it's a very influential film. I think it's a well-loved film, and people love it, and I think it's influenced lots of other things. I think some of the comedy in it is really great.
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct, as always.
Some bits of it are really funny. And it's been mimicked a lot. It's been parodied
Yeah.
a lot, hasn't
There's
it?
lots of references to it, isn't there?
Lots of references all over the place to the way he's dressed, what they do, and everything. To the point that this year in the Super Bowl adverts, Matthew Broderick did an advert and it completely ripped off the film. All of it was just references to the Ferris Bueller film.
Yeah.
Well, let's go through the film a little bit and go through the good bits and the not so good bits. He starts off, doesn't it? And Ferris Bueller calls his best friend Cameron, who is also in bed sick, but he is genuinely sick, isn't he?
Yes.
But that's because I think he's always sick because he's not having the best of times with his parents. His dad is ignoring him. His mum ignores him. They're very, very wealthy, but they just don't
pay any attention to him or
pay any
help
attention
him or
to-
support him.
Yeah. Which is quite the opposite of well, actually, it's not the opposite of Ferris Bueller's parents, are they? Because they're also super middle class and very, very wealthy as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
But they absolutely dote on him, don't they?
They do.
He gets Cameron out, and he's basically, I think what I didn't like about this film, when I first saw it, I thought, well, he just got his mate out so he can just take his dad's Ferrari out for the day and just muck
He can
about.
take his car out.
Yeah, and although Cameron sort of does have a an arc in this, because Ferris Bueller doesn't have an arc in it. He starts off, so he calls Cameron up to get him round, but it's like he's just using him for his car, isn't he? And he gets him round and he gets him to pretend to be Sloane Peterson's dad so he can get his girlfriend out of school as well and pretend that her grandma has passed away and all this, which does lend itself to some very, very good comedy scenes between him, Alan Ruck, Jeffrey Jones. And it's such a shame about Jeffrey Jones, isn't it? Because he's a very, very good comedy actor. And he's really good at the slapstick in this. Some of the looks he has are great. Like
good
when
in
he's
this film. Yeah.
when he's running down the corridor and he doesn't want all the kids in all the different classrooms to see that he's running, so he like sprints, and then when he goes past the classroom window, he like walks and he sprints and then
Yeah. I like the scene where Cameron and Ferris go to pick up Sloane outside the school, and she goes down to meet Ferris Bueller, who's obviously playing to be her dad.
pretending to be a dad, yeah.
And then they're like snog, and he's like stood there. Like you said, it's the reactions, it's the faces, isn't it, with the comedy?
Well, yeah, and then because he's Principal Rooney, isn't he, or Vice Principal Rooney, and he says, "Oh, that's how it is in that family."
That was it. Yeah, that's how it. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So there is some great comedy bits.
Yes.
But as a film, you want it to be a bit more than that.
Yeah, I
It's not
agree.
just a
I
sitcom.
felt there was a little something missing from the film, and I don't know what I felt was missing, because it's technically all there, but then I couldn't pinpoint. Like when you have a burger and you can't pinpoint what's missing from it. I can't notice what it is, but there's something not quite there for me.
I think you need more from Ferris. I think you need more from Ferris Bueller. But then even then, Cameron Fry, his character arc, although he's the one that's really, it is his film.
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct, as always. How many people do you think see Cameron as the main character versus see Ferris and the comedy aspect? Or do you think most people see both?
Well, it's funny, because of course it's Ferris Bueller's name in the title, so it is his film.
Yeah.
But I think you only have to watch it to realise it's Cameron's film. To realise
it's not, yeah.
Yeah, it's not Ferris's film, it's Cameron's film. But then, even then, I don't really like his character arc, although
no,
he's supposed to, they take the car into Chicago and they basically have this crazy day, don't they?
Yeah.
Where it's not even, if you're going to have that day, it's about 7 days in one, isn't it? Because they do so much. They go to the Museum of Art.
That's
they go
what
to
my
Sears
day like
Tower.
was yesterday, So we had our family up from Warwickshire, but then I also was with Grandma, so we've got a whole family, and everybody needs to do different things in the day. So I was over there, then I was over there, then I was over there. Literally, my day yesterday felt like Ferris Bueller's day off.
Wow, do you know what? My day was a bit like that yesterday as well.
Yes, you went to London?
Did go to London, yeah.
Yeah.
So we went down to London in the morning,
Yeah.
We spent the morning. And you know what? It was a bit like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, in that it was a super middle class
day out.
A super middle class wet dream, yeah.
Yeah.
In that we went down there, spent the morning and some of the afternoon in Tate Modern.
In Tate Modern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we walked to Southwark, where we had a super nice late
Brunch.
lunch. No, late lunch, early tea.
Yeah.
In a vegan restaurant.
Yeah.
Next to Southwark Cathedral in Borough Market.
Yeah.
And then we got the tube out to Wembley to watch My Chemical Romance.
That was it. So me and Mum was like, they're going to see a band. So I says, what band? She went, it's a band that's got like at least 2 words in it. And I was like, at least 2 words. And then I was like trying to think about the bands that you guys would go to see. And I was like, I was like 21 Pilots, Radiohead. I was like, that's not 2 words. So No, no. Cave Town, I know you'd been to see them. No, still not. And then, yeah, that now makes sense. It was My Chemical Romance.
My Chemical Romance, yeah. Just getting out of Wembley. Oh, H, we had a nightmare. So getting out of Wembley over to the
Just
tube.
manic.
Just, well, no. So we.
What time did you leave My Chemical Romance, by the way?
Well, we left My Chemical Romance at about 11:15.
Oh, so was that like first break in the football?
Yeah.
Oh
so the
no!
first
So
half of the
everyone
footy
was
had
like
been
moving pub, or yeah.
Well, yes and no, because round Wembley, when you come out of the stadium, they leave Wembley Way. It's not called Wembley Way anymore, is it? Olympic Way. So the way from the stadium to the nearest tube station is completely managed. They manage you all the way down, which is loads better than it used to be. Because before, everybody just used to rush down to the tube. And I remember when I was a kid coming out of stuff at Wembley and the tube stations being crazily crushed and people nearly falling onto the lines as people were like pushing their way down the
dangerous, isn't it?
Really dangerous. Anyway, so they managed that way better now.
Yeah.
So we were like edging our way down Olympic Way as they got teams of people stopping you at various night. You've got to wait here now until the platforms. So it was before we got onto the platform to get the train, it was nearly midnight.
Yes.
And then just getting onto the train, we got onto the train, but then we couldn't get the train that we wanted to for whatever reason. So we had to go onto another train all the way over to Liverpool Street Station, which is the other side of London, and change there.
Right, okay, change over, yeah.
So we changed there, but then by that point, it was really late, and because the football had gone into extra time, then all the footy fans came out as well.
Oh no!
So there was loads of people from My Chemical Romance, and then loads of footy fans trying to get this tube out.
You've got My Chemical Romance concert, and then you've got, quarterfinals of the football. Was it quarterfinals? Anyway.
Yeah, well, there were very different people.
Yeah, that's a mix right there. That's two very different evenings intertwined.
Yeah. So it was one of those tube journeys where we couldn't get on the first tube because it was too packed, and then the second tube, and we were running close to it being like the last tubes of the night. So it was like, right, we're getting on this no matter what, and it was very much like, I literally like pushed Caroline and Ivan onto the tube and squeezed them in, and I squeezed in, and then the door shut, and you like squashed up against everybody, which I don't have many tube journeys like that. But then we were stopping in late, and we got an Airbnb, and while we were at the concert, they'd sent us all the directions to get into the code and everything to get into the thing. And when they'd done that, they sent us a different postcode to the thing. So we were like, what?
Right.
So we went to where we thought
were
the
they
Airbnb.
At least near each other?
No, they were like 30 minutes away from each other. One was in St John's Wood, like the other side of Tottenham, and one was in Leighton.
Oh my lord, no.
And we tried. So by this point, it was like 2:30 by the time we got to the car. By the time we'd figured out that we couldn't get into that, neither of these supposed Airbnbs existed.
Neither of them?
Yeah, it was like 4 a.m.
Oh my lord, no.
So we just drove home. So that reminds me why I don't like London anymore.
Yeah, I even struggle with Leeds, to be fair. I think it's part of growing up in Barnsley and Wakefield. So when you can't navigate that stuff. Like when I go into, I think I've said this before, when I go into Leeds, I'm like, oh, look how big this restaurant is. Like, it's so bizarre. Like, look how modern this toilet is.
I remember that when you came down to Nottingham. Look how tall these buildings are.
Yeah, how big's these buildings? Yeah, look how modern this train station is. I remember going to Leeds and being like, oh, these are all the brands that I buy online and never see in the shop because they're never in the ride-ins.
So Cameron is the character in this film who supposedly has the character arc, because it starts off with him being afeared of his
Yeah.
father and not really having a relationship with him. But then by the end, he's said, "Oh, look," because he smashes his Ferrari up. It
Yeah.
gets completely wrecked, and he says, "Right, well, I can't hide this from my dad now. I'm gonna have to confront him. I'm gonna
just
have
gonna
to stand.
deal with it. Yeah.
Just gonna have to stand up to him and kind of be a man about it and stand on." I thought,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's a journey you're supposed to just
I know what
just
you
getting
mean.
into a fight with your dad. I thought,
Just, oh yeah, I'm
that's-
just gonna fight him. And he kind of says, like, he kind of admits that. To me, the vibe I got was kind of like he understands that he's literally going to be basically abused for this, and the character arc is like, oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to take it then, and that's that, and
Yeah,
I'll fight
I'm
with
gonna
him,
have to
and then
stand up
and
to
then
him.
probably
You think,
never
"Oh."
speak to him again. It's like, oh okay, like I thought that as
Yeah.
well. Like I felt like it was missing the right story. I mean, I don't know what the right story out would have been. I also feel like there's a lot of context missing, and I know that's done purposefully. I understand that we're not meant to know his dad, we're not meant to know the situation there, but equally, I just feel there's something missing from it.
Yeah, and then you have Ferris, who not only does he take advantage of his best friend Cameron and you think, oh well, is he doing it to to help Cameron out? And I don't think he is, because
I don't think he is.
no, he just takes his car out. Yeah, takes advantage of him all day long, and then he's mean to everybody that they meet.
Yeah.
Like they take the Ferrari into a garage to get it parked up, and there's the people doing the valet parking there.
Yeah.
And just because he's the person doing the valet parking, he's like, "Oh, do you speak English?" I was like, "Hang on a minute, it's a bit rude,
Yeah.
isn't it?"
Yeah, that's can you say that?
Yeah.
Don't think
And then
you can.
and then they go to a restaurant, and he pretends he's
Oh yes,
the sausage king of Chicago. To get his table and get a table,
Yeah,
and
he's
he's
like,
really mean to the
liar
matron.
as well. Like, why are
Oh,
we
he
glorifying
lies to everybody, yeah.
lying? Like, I get it. It's like meant to be part of this charm of like this, but yeah, why? He's kind of like everything that we don't usually like in films. He's like that character that we usually go, oh.
Yeah, well, he lies completely and totally to his parents, and his
Yeah.
parents are dead nice. If they said to him, "Oh, I don't fancy going into school today," they'd probably go, "Yeah, do you know what? Just stay at home."
Yeah, we understand. Yeah, like
We
why
understand,
did he have to wind his sister up in the process as well?
Yeah, and I think it's maybe testament to Ferris Bueller, to Matthew Broderick, in that I don't think any other actor could have made Ferris Bueller even slightly likable. If it had been anybody else, I think you'd have just gone, Ferris Bueller is a complete and utter toad.
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct as always.
I actually, I don't think I like this film.
I don't think I like. I mean, like I said, am I mad I watched it? No. Did I watch it and did it entertain me? Yeah. And I can see why people like it as a film, but
Well, I was just going to say, there's some great scenes in there. There's some great and some great iconic scenes. There's a scene where they go to the Chicago Art Museum and they're looking at all the paintings and some of the famous paintings. And there's that scene where Cameron stares at the painting, and it's by, I looked it up, George Seurat's Sunday Afternoon on the island of Le Grand Jatte, which is it's like a commentary on Parisian society.
yeah.
But the way that Cameron stares at it, there's a painting of a little boy, and it's like an impressionism where you don't paint the figures, you just recreate them with like little dabs of colour. So the closer you look at them, the less you see, because the more you zoom in, you don't see lines, you don't see a face, you just see dashes of colour. And I thought, well, that's an interesting film, isn't it? The more you look at somebody's life or somebody's face, the less you see of them. You think they're not even a person. They're not even. I thought that's how Cameron might see himself.
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct as always.
I think the other interesting scene, and I like the small journey that Ferris's sister takes, Jamie, played by Jennifer Grey, where she hates Ferris throughout the film. And
I think she looks like what my mum looked like in the 80s when she had a perm.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, with a big perm, big curly hair.
Yeah.
And, well, in the end, she ends up bunking off school, doesn't she, to
She does.
catch Ferris
To
out.
catch Ferris out, yeah.
So she goes home, but little does she know that Vice Principal Rooney is also trying to catch Ferris out. So they end up bumping each other into the house when she kicks him in the face.
Yeah.
Because she gets scared by him.
Then she goes to the police
house.
station to report an intruder, and they're like, yeah, whatever. The police, everybody believes, and I think that's. I feel like people think it's a charming part of the film, but I don't think it is. I think it's a really important thing to do with society and how that everybody listens to Ferris Bueller because he's a man, and because he's privileged white male, that they go, oh, he must be right, and he's a trickster, but he's not really a trickster. He's just privileged, as in his sister. Is like, there's an intruder in my house. Yeah, whatever, lady.
Yeah.
They're like,
whatever. Yeah,
like, that's like basically how they speak to it. And it's like, and I think that everybody goes, and there is some comedy in there because it's relatable. But I think some people think it's comedy because, oh, look at Ferris, he's being a. No, it's relatable because it's accurate.
Anyway, she meets Charlie Sheen in the in the police station.
Yeah,
a scene which Charlie Sheen is just in one scene for about 3 minutes.
Yeah,
and he got so method that he stayed awake for 48 hours before filming that. So that
really,
yeah, so he would look spaced out and on drugs, which he did.
Yeah, so he did stay awake. Yeah. That is good.
Yeah, job done. But the way they end up talking about Ferris Bueller as well, don't they? And it's kind of said, well, what do you care? Just if he does that, you just get on with your life and you do your thing and you be you and your brother's your brother. And so she sort of sees that, and then she flips in the end, doesn't she, where she was going to grass Ferris up. There's an opportunity for her to really dump him in it with Vice Principal Rooney, but she realizes it was him that was
it's not
the intruder, and she So I like that part of the film, but Ferris himself, I thought didn't really like.
I think we can agree with one word, which is lacking. Just lacking.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is, but it's just lacking. But it's not a bad film either, and I can understand why it's so referenceable and well known and well loved. But,
and I enjoyed watching it again, mainly for the nostalgia and the comedy.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd like it as a film.
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct, as always.
Because, and also, it's like, Ferris is the ultimate. I think he embodies white privilege so much. Yeah. He gets access to everywhere just by lying.
It's that privileged, especially in that. I mean, especially in the 1980s. You know what I mean? It's I think
poor treatment of service people, poor treatment of working class people, and then also when they're in the parade, because there's a big parade and they're singing. As soon as they need a group of people to come on and dance, all of a sudden. That's the only scene where they have black people in there.
Yes.
They have a group of dancers. Right, get the black folk in to do the dancing.
Yeah.
Like,
but
what?
It's true. And like the women in the film just portray either people who need looking after, or people that are foolish, or people that aren't listened to. Like the mum. The mum, fooled. The sister needs the sister, she's not fooled, but she's like not even listened to. And then his girlfriend needs saving from school, like she's not capable of doing anything herself, and she has to do what Ferris says all day. And none of the women in the film seem to have any personality or anything that you can kind of resonate with, apart from his sister, which has the personality, but he's just kind of trodden on for the whole film.
Yeah.
And like looked down on. Yeah.
And we sort of watched this, didn't we? Because Sloane Peterson's in there, and Mia Sara, who plays Sloane Peterson, plays the grandmother in Life of Chuck, and that's what kind of nudged us to watch this.
Yeah.
And she's fantastic in both of those films.
Yeah.
But completely underused in Ferris Bueller.
Yes. Yeah, so do you think it gets a Gen X win? I kind of came in well prepared to give it a Gen X win because everybody I've said, like everybody goes, oh, what are you doing on the podcast this week? Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh, I love Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
But... Yeah, but why do you love Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah, Maybe I need to stop.
Why?
Wait a minute. Tell me exactly why you love Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or do you just love Ferris Bueller's Day Off because other people love Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Well, no, you love Ferris Bueller's Day Off because of the comedy, and if you took it as just a plain comedy, then it's got some.
Maybe we need to. I
good...
need to ask that question to people around me when they go, "Oh, I love Ferris Bueller's Day Off." I might have to ask them, "Do you love the comedy or do you love the film and the storyline?" And I think probably, like you said, probably 9 times out of 10 they say the comedy.
Yeah,
but maybe not.
Yeah, good jokes.
Yeah,
poor film.
Yeah. Valid.
I'd give it a Gen X win just because it's influential, because it's copied so much. It's one of those.
Like I said, I did prepare to come in to give it a Gen X win because it's so loved. I don't think we can sit here and give it a Gen X loss, but equally, I don't think we can sit here and praise it as a perfect film or anything like that.
Absolutely not. No.
No.
Part of me loves it. Part of me loathes it.
Is that how you feel about Dreamers, cheesy Dreamers?
No, that's Love All the Way for them.
Love All the Way?
Yeah. Why would you hate cheese Dreamers?
Maybe because they're cat food.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Quiz it up, baby, now. Quiz it up, baby. Test and shout. Test and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Now question me. Come on, test me. Work it on out. Work it all out. Ooh.
That was really good. I like the ending as well. Yeah, you need to clip that and put that on Facebook. That was fab. 10 out of 10. Generation gap win.
Question 1. Jeannie. Actually, it's Jeannie or Janie. Ferris's sister.
Yes.
Ends up at the police station with Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
Why is he there? Why is Charlie
drug
Sheen
dealing?
There? Well, drugs, I'll give you that.
Drugs.
1 for 1H. You're on for £2 and a drink.
Yeah.
Question 2. What does Ferris say? I can't read my writing.
That's terrible.
What does Ferris say to the audience in his dressing gown after the end credits? Which I think somebody in the Marvel film franchise said that they put end credits in the Marvel films now because they grew up watching Ferris Bueller. And he's breaking the fourth
Marvel
wall.
Does, it does have to have that.
And the end credits.
He says, "Why are you still here? Why are you still hanging around?"
I'll give you that. You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Yeah.
You can have that. 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Question 3. To sneak into the restaurant, Ferris pretended to be Abe Froman. Who is Abe Froman?
Sausage something. Was he like a sausage taster or sausage king or something?
It was a sausage king of Chicago. He's like the hot dog king. He owned all the hot dog.
Sausage king. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 3 for 3H.
I like how you're crossing them out as you read them.
Question 4. The economics teacher, famous for the line, Bueller, Bueller, and saying it in such a monotonous tone that the students don't listen to his lesson plan, as the subject is so boring that even the current US government doesn't listen to it and doesn't understand the economic lesson trying to be taught in that film. And they introduced the policy and destroyed the economy. Even the economics teacher in the Ferris Bueller film said, this does not work. What was it that destroyed the economy and prolonged the Great Depression, according to that economics teacher in that lesson?
Oh, was it? Oh, I can't remember.
It's a great comedy scene, isn't it, where he says, anybody did this increase or decrease? It decreased.
Yeah, when he's like, anyone, and he like says the answer because no one's listening. Yeah, it is really good, that.
So he gave an economics lesson. He said, this didn't work. Did it grow the economy or shrink the economy?
Yeah.
It was the Smoot-Hawley Tariffs Act, otherwise known as voodoo economics.
Oh, do you know, I should know that. We actually studied American politics from 1930 30 to 60 or something. So because that was one of our chosen things, so I probably should have known that. So somewhere my history.
You probably should have known that, but you didn't. So you got
I
the question
didn't.
wrong, and you're going to fail the test.
Oh no!
Question 5.
Don't want to do question 5 now.
What snack did I eat while watching this film?
When did you watch this film? About 10 weeks ago when we started.
Yeah, ages ago. Do you know what? I made a dessert.
Okay.
Using homegrown fruit.
Strawberries.
No. You can have another guess.
Okay. Blackberries? No, blackberry. Hang on, no. I take that back. It's not blackberry time of year yet. A tomato's a fruit, but you wouldn't have that for a pudding. Apples. Apple.
Apple what?
Strudel.
Apple strudel. No, I had cherry crumble.
Oh, that's terrible. Very close.
Yeah, you still fail the drink. You fail the test. You're not getting your £2 and a drink.
Right.
So now it's time for this. Burger Stews, burger review. It's Burger Stews, burger review. It's Burger Stews, burger review. It's Burger Stews, burger review. It's
Eating a burger, then he maxes it out to 5.
H, this week,
Yep.
we've got a double burger review. First burger review, H, we've gone cheeky.
Cheeky?
Yeah, cheeky Nando's. I had a Nando's garlic churrasco burger. It had 2 chicken thighs in there with pickled cabbage. I had it with sweet heat sauce.
Sweet.
So that's good, isn't it?
That does sound nice.
Bread was a bit tougher than that, but it was all right for a large chain. But I would say Nando's garlic churrasco burger, 3.5.
3.5, that's not bad for a large chain. We've had worse. But
We've had loads worse. Yeah, it was all right. Not bad for a large chain. But here we go, H. This is my London. So the reason we've gone double this week is neither of these are proper burgers, because one's a chicken burger and the other is, we've gone posh, H.
Yeah.
We've gone vegan burger.
Yeah. Was this...
From the vegan restaurant.
Yeah.
In London.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the vegan burger in Mallow, in Borough Market. It had a herb butter brioche.
Yeah.
A harissa grilled patty, onion fritter, red onion, chutney. It was served with chips, a
Red
dish
onion
of horse... Yeah. It had a little bowl of horseradish tartar sauce and some beetroot sauerkraut.
So tartar sauce?
Tartar sauce. Horseradish tartar sauce.
Okay.
So it was really nice. Anyway, Mallow, vegan burger, 4.5.
Ooh, okay. That's good.
It was good. It was really good, H. Yeah.
Yeah, impressed. Did you have high expectations or not high expectations?
Well, we had high expectations, actually, because it was like our treat for the day. You froze. Anyway, H, while you're frozen, I was just thinking about some of the film reviews I had. And you know those ones that you disagreed with me? I just wondered how you thought about those now that we've gone back and reflected on them. You thought about them again. What do you think about them and my opinions on them?
I think you are totally correct, as always.
And there was that film, wasn't it, that you really, really liked and I didn't really like, Five Nights at Freddy's. And what did you think about that?
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct, as always.
Yeah. Oh, hiya.
Hi.
You back, yeah? Anyway, I was just making some statements, but I think I'll just slot in some responses from you that we recorded earlier on.
No.
I think we're all done, apart from what's your telly been?
Right, I have a really funny story about my telly. The funny story being that
I'll be the judge of that.
Basically, I had started watching a series called Feel Good, and it's a comedy, relatable drama type thing. Not quite a drama, but you know, it's good. It's a little bit hard to explain. It's based around Mae Martin, who is an ex-drug addict, meeting her new partner George, them being LGBTQ and working through things that I suppose I'd never really thought about, which is my fault. Things to do with LGBT that aren't really necessarily things that I have in my relationship. So it was quite eye-opening, but it's comedy. For example, George not wanting to come out to her friends when she was straight and having now being a lesbian and having a girlfriend and navigating the dynamics of that. You've got one person who doesn't want to come out, but another person who's like, you're in a relationship with me, and kind of all the thing. But it's a comedy as well. It's really good. I would say it's it's in my top 10 of all time. It's really good.
Right, okay.
But I went to look up the trailer on YouTube. Now we share a YouTube. Well, we don't share a YouTube, but I log into your YouTube to watch the film sometimes.
You log into my YouTube,
So,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we don't share a YouTube. I log in. And I forgot I was on your YouTube. And I looked up, I was telling Mum about it, and I was like, oh, you'd really like it. You might know, I don't know who plays Mae Martin, but I have a feeling that their name's May in real life. I'm not sure what they identify as. But George...
It's Mae Martin.
Is it Mae Martin? Is it?
Yeah.
Comedian? Yeah. I thought it
Yeah.
was, because I had a feeling that they were playing themselves. And then
Yes.
George is, I've forgotten the actress's name, but she's in Ghosts, and she's also in You. You know who I mean.
Yes.
Plays
I know
Alison
who
in
you mean.
Ghosts.
She was on
Yes.
Taskmaster. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But I went to look up Feel Good trailer, but the top search was Feel Good kissing scene. And I clicked on that by accident, but out of context, your search history now just has Feel Good kissing scene in it. And I thought you were going to think, what the hell is that? Like completely out of context. In fact, I tried to look up Feel Good trailer. So in your search history, it says Feel Good kissing scene, Feel Good trailer season 1, Feel Good trailer season 2, because I was trying to find the right one. But yeah, so that's in your search
Oh, hang on,
history
it's
now.
not. Well, I don't mind that being in my search. It's just that that's a YouTube account that we have on our smart telly as well. So if Caroline and I are going to
Yeah.
go
So
to watch
they're
YouTube on
gonna
telly,
see
and we
you
go, "What you
looking
been doing?"
Yeah, what's Feel Good kissing scene?
Yeah. Sure, what you been
Weird if
doing?
that's Harriet's search. So I had to tell you about that before you saw that and thought, what? But that was no, I found it a really brilliant series, and it was really lovely to watch, really comedic, but also just really real and just really nice.
I like Mae Martin. I think the great Mae
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah, really, really great.
Yep.
Just really good character depth in everybody. You'd really like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched something else that they'd written a few years ago about
Yeah.
them being a stand-up comic and having to deal with some abuse issues from the past. It was very, very good, and I've forgotten what it was called.
Well, I
but
very
I
much
think Mae Martin.
felt that this... I don't know a lot about Mae Martin. I'd watched them in Wayward, which is a really good series. A really sinister series. It's really good.
Okay.
And then again in this, and I had a feeling that they were playing themselves. Something about it felt really real. Now maybe it's loosely based off events of real life, but just really, really well done. Yeah.
Well, we've watched a Peter Capaldi show from it's on Apple, and it's called Criminal Record. He plays a police officer, like a detective, and one of his cases from the past, I don't know, like 15 years ago, is brought up again, and from a black lady in another force. You know, Peter Capaldi's Doctor Who.
I knew the name, but I couldn't picture who it was at all. And then as soon as I saw him, I was like, yeah, I know what you mean.
You think he's a wrong 'un,
Oh.
being a racist copper from back in the past.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, you're not really sure, and it could go either way. It's very, very good. It's good.
Right.
So yeah, recommend Criminal Record on Apple. And then apart from that, we're rewatching the whole of Ted Lasso from the start, getting ready for season 4 of Ted Lasso. Have you watched all of Ted Lasso?
No.
You've not watched it?
No. I tell you what, he's on Netflix.
Well,
though.
I think you'll find that Ted Lasso is way better than anything you've, you know, like that time you brought Five Nights at Freddy to the podcast, and that was a terrible film, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a terrible film. Do you know what made it a brilliant film? Matthew Lillard.
Well, and what else have you brought to the podcast? What other films did you bring to the podcast?
Well, you always choose them all, so...
Oh, Wuthering Heights.
Wuthering Heights is a good film.
The stuff that you brought, Wuthering Heights.
End of the Effing World, that was good.
What else?
I'm having a look, because you seem
End
to
of
be
the
trying
Effing
to prove
World,
a point. But, you know, just because you like to choose... Let me have a look. Right, okay. Stranger Things. Banger. Wicked. I picked the first
Oh,
Wicked.
yeah, Stranger Things, yeah.
Yeah. What's this one? Spree.
So, Wicked for Good.
Spree. What's that? Wuthering Heights.
Yeah. Well, if we went back now and if you were to go back and kind of reflect on your opinion on Wuthering Heights, what would you think?
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct, as always.
You don't have to say anything because I'm going to slot that thing in anyway. And
Oh,
if
you
were
are
to go
not
back and
gonna-
reflect on your opinions of Five Nights at Freddy, what do you think about that now?
Oh, I know exactly.
Would you value my opinion on that?
Yes, I completely agree, and I think you are totally correct, as always.
All right.
I want that. We've got sound effects now, and I really want there to be a boo button. There's cheering, drum jerk, and laughing, but there's no boo. All right, okay, hang on. Edward
No boo.
Scissorhands. All right, Zootopia, Labyrinth, The Good Place.
No, they're all great, which is why I'm going to edit these out.
I will be commenting when you make this into a reel.
All right, H. Well, I think we're all done. Apart from how do people get in touch with us, which they should.
They should. We've got our email, mygenerationgap@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Our Instagram, My Generation Gap. Facebook, My Generation Gap. Unfortunately, we don't have a TikTok.
No TikTok.
We're
Permaban.
perma-banned. So yeah, that's about it really. Or you could contact Terrypathic or go to one of Terrypathic's gigs.
I think we might have to offer an apology up because if this episode is a little bit substandard, it's because we've actually, even though you're hearing this for the first time, we've actually done this like 4 or 5 times before.
So not only have we just like not managed to meet up for the record because of lives being really crazy, but also we've recorded and it's been deleted twice. So just due to the curses of the podcast. So we are really hoping that doesn't happen this time. And if you're hearing this, thank everything that you are.
Yeah.
Because you fought very hard.
Right. So what next?
Don't know. We thought about Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that we should do the new Running Man.
No, you cannot subject me to another Running Man.
Sorry, say that again, because I think you would really enjoy the Running Man.
Don't edit anything in.
All right.
All right,
Night, love you.